How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. So it's about 7:15 in the morning. We are on the old John Deere and on our way to go take a look at a property. Now it is the property that I've been eyeballing for a while. I sent them an email last night and early this morning I got a response saying that I'm more than welcome to go take a look. So that's exactly what I'm going to go do. Now I did also take a look around last night on the old interwebs to see what else is available in the area. Unfortunately, the properties that caught my eye were just too expensive, and the ones that were closer to my budget were very similar in size as well as price as the one that we're going to take a look at now, but they had no buildings, where this one does have a shed. Now granted, it's not a great shed, but a shed nonetheless, and that will save us a bit of money initially in terms of expenses, because we don't have to build anything to keep our equipment out of the elements. So yeah, we'll see. I'm quite interested to see how big this property actually is, because it's really hard to see from the roadside how far that property actually runs in. But we'll find out here in a minute, and then we'll make a decision whether we're going to put an offer in on it or not. Alright, well, this is the property in question, and this is the shed. Now, obviously, it has seen better days, but it'll do for now. It's better than not having anything at all, and it'll save us some initial cost by not having to build a new structure. I mean, eventually, I would like to replace this, but yeah, like I say, initially, that would be very, very handy. So my biggest question is how far that property runs back, but I did also notice that there's a gap here, like an access. Interesting. That is quite a big field. They do have their own gate over there, so this is not sort of an access road through here. I'm wondering if it's the same owners of this field? Quite possibly. That is a big field. Man, that would be nice to eventually end up buying this as well, if we do end up buying this. That is a nice little opportunity for expansion over that side. Whether they'll be willing to sell, I have no idea, but something to keep in mind anyway. I don't know what's on the other side of this field though. Not a clue. The hedge is quite tall there. Yeah, this property is actually... wow. Actually really long. I did not expect it to be that big. Okay. Yeah, that is much, much further in than I initially expected. Oh, and there looks to be a bridge over here as well that leads into that field. Oh, I know that field. Right across the field there, you can just make out there's a road. That is a road that we took in to do the baling job. That field that we baled is right next to the sunflower field. Okay, so this is not an access road then, because I do know there's a gate there. Because I thought that might be the gate to get to the field that we were going to, but no. That only led into the sunflower field, so that is interesting. I mean, if they wanted to use this as access, that wouldn't be a problem. You know, we could always make a little road running on the fence line there, if it was easier for them. I don't know who owns it. Again, it might be the same people that own this piece of land. I don't know. But yeah, it definitely does have separate access up there, so I don't know if it'll be necessary for them to access from here, but like I say, it wouldn't bother me too much if they did. Right. But that is interesting. Again, another possibility for expansion, possibly, in the future. If, of course, they would be willing to sell. Ah, there's a little deer over there. Very cute. But yeah, this is, like I said, a very, very long field. Much longer than I initially expected. Man, I was thinking maybe you could split this property in two. Now I'm thinking you could probably quite easily split it in three. Have 3 different fields here. Man, this would be a lot for that little tractor of ours to handle. Because the equipment or the implements wouldn't be very big. Maybe 2 meters at most. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I am definitely interested in this property. Definitely. Definitely interested, especially at that price. That is a very, very good price for a property that's that big. I mean, it is a little bit awkward because it's so long and narrow, but we can definitely work with that. I think I might put a road up the side of sort of the fence line anyway to get to the back of the property and then farm everything that side. I don't know whether I'm going to go livestock. I really don't know. I was thinking maybe, because this looks like it's been a pretty well-kept grass field. So maybe we can pick up a cheap mower and we can mow this first. Maybe rent some equipment to get that collected and sold, because it might be worth something if we do sell that. It'll be better than just plowing it all in. But we'll see. Depends whether we can get our hands on any equipment and how much it'll cost. But like I say, we can always rent if needs be. But yeah. Okay, I think I am gonna put an offer in on this property. I'm very, very impressed with it. I did not expect that. Oh, that looks to be a big field on the other side there. Okay. Ooh, that's a very big field actually. Yeah, okay, you can see that a little bit better. Very cool. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm going to put an offer in. They want around £45,000 is sort of the guide price. I think I'm going to offer 43 maybe? See what they say. So I'm going to make some phone calls and put in an offer. And then we'll wait to hear back from them. But in the meantime, we need to head on to go do our first job of the day. Yeah, I've actually got 2 jobs lined up already. Unrelated jobs, but very conveniently right next to each other. So yeah, we'll head on and do that. But first, I'm going to make some calls and put an offer in on this property. Alright, so we are getting close to where we need to be. It's been a bit of a drive. I think we need to... yeah, we need to head in there. Okay, nearly missed that. That is actually quite easy to miss. But yeah, the 2 jobs that needs doing, one of them is a cultivating job, which is this field over here. And the other one is another baling job, which is the field next to it there. A little bit different to what we did previously, because we are not wrapping these bales. We're actually going to be drying the grass and then baling from there. And also we're not using a self-propelled mower this time around. Still some big equipment, but not self-propelled mower big. But it'll be interesting nonetheless. But yeah, this field, I don't actually know what we're working with here. Hopefully something decent, because it is quite a big field. But I could see from down there that it doesn't look small anyway, but I couldn't quite make out. I think it was New Holland? Yeah, there we go. Alright, and there is all of the equipment that we're going to need for the field next door. So yeah, again, unrelated jobs. And not the same owners, but very convenient. There we go. New Holland T7275 with a nice cultivator. Fantastic. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll do the cultivating job first. And then we'll come back and we'll take a look at what exactly we're working with over there. I don't see a tractor. Oh, I see it off in the distance. Okay. Ooh, that is a big tractor. Very nice. Okay, yeah, so we'll get going here. And then we'll head over there, take a look, see what's going on. And yeah, there's actually quite a bit of property for sale around here, I noticed. I think it's just a little bit further up that way. But it does look like I think this field that we're standing on is for sale. That might be the for sale board up there, the white and blue. Yeah, that actually does look familiar. But yeah, a lot of property for sale up here, but quite expensive because the properties are quite big. Although this doesn't actually look that big, but it was very expensive. Maybe there's some planning rights or something on it. Not sure, but it definitely was quite expensive. But yeah, all of the other properties around here was just a little bit too big and outside of my price range. But yeah, interesting to look at anyway. Okay. Very nice interior. Very fancy indeed. Okay. Well, actually, I didn't check if everything's hooked up properly. Yeah, looks like everything's good. Fantastic. So, let's get this unfolded. See how wide this thing actually is. Not bad. Similar to what we've used a few times before. Don't know if it's quite the same, but close. A very long cultivator, this. Okay. Here we go. So yeah, we are gonna do as we always do. We're gonna get the old drone out, and I'll definitely have to buy my own drone very soon. I think once we've bought a property, I think I'll invest in my own drone, and I'll send the lone drone back to its home. A very kind friend that lent me that. But yeah, starting to feel a little bit guilty with using that. So yeah, we'll invest in our own one soon. But anyway, we are gonna send that up, and we are gonna get this field knocked out. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, well that is job done over here, and we are going to move straight on to the next job over there. So yeah, I knew we weren't working with a self-propelled mower. I did know that we were working with quite a big tractor and big equipment. I did not think we were going to be working with a class. That is fantastic. 4500. What a beautiful machine. I don't think I've ever driven one of them. That is so cool. I'm excited about that. Alright, so other than that, we have got ourselves a bale collector. Very handy. Makes life easy. We have got a very nice class square baler. We have got a very big rower. We have got a tedder, which is going to help us dry the grass before we bale it. And then we have our mowers over here. And oh my goodness, they are big. I mean, not a self-propelled mower, but I'll tell you what, that probably has a very similar working width to the self-propelled mower that we've been using previously. If not, maybe even a little bit bigger. That is a big setup. Oh my goodness. I don't know how much power that thing has, but I would imagine quite a bit if it can run these two mowers. Yeah, it's gonna require quite a bit of power. Fantastic. Okay, so yeah, the field that we're working on is there. And maybe we can get GPS going in that field. I might play around with that and see. But yeah, working with some good equipment here. I think the mowing probably won't take very long at all. But then the tethering and rowing and baling, that'll be a little bit time consuming. But anyway, we are going to get straight back into it. Let's get this thing fired up. And there we go. GPS, right. Yeah, so we definitely might get that set up there. I'll try anyway. I'll see if I can figure it out. That sounds nice. That sounds beefy. Oh yeah, for sale. So it is this field. Thought it looked familiar. Yeah, unfortunately a bit expensive and not quite what I was looking for anyway. Okay. Righty. I think we are ready to go. So we're gonna get the mowers hooked up. We'll get the drone back in the air. And we are gonna get this field knocked out. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, well that is job done, and that was quite the job. Very big job indeed, but it's done. We got everything dropped off as requested, and we also did end up getting paid for both the jobs that we did this morning, so we are currently sitting on £88,523. But yeah, the equipment was really good. The only piece of equipment that I didn't like was the baler. Now, the baler itself is fine. The pickup was the problem. I don't think it's wide enough, because I ended up having to go around the field twice because it missed so much on the first pass just because, well, it's not wide enough. So yeah, that's the only bit of equipment that I wasn't overly impressed with, but everything else was really good and I did enjoy it. But I am gonna head back to the old plow and get myself a lunch, because after all of that work this morning, well, I'm quite hungry. But also, I'm gonna probably spend the rest of the day trying to get everything in order for that property. I'm gonna put the offer in at £43,000 and we'll see what happens after that. To be honest, I would actually be happy enough to pay full price, 45,000 or around that area. That's a guide price, but yeah, I would be happy enough to pay about 45,000. But if we can get a little bit off, why not? We can maybe put that money towards a new shed or maybe repairing the old one that's there, but we shall see. But anyway, we'll see how all of that develops, and hopefully we can get an answer back fairly soon so that we can start buying some equipment, because with our current financial situation, we'll definitely have more than enough after buying the property, or a property. There's no guarantees on that one just yet, but we should have more than enough left to buy some implements and maybe even a small combine to get us going as quickly as possible. But we are going to leave it there for today. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you all next time.